This is a video explaining how integrated curriculum, mixing many of the curriculum areas such as art, music, drama, science, engineering, social science, humanities, arts together to create activity for young children. How it is helpful in creativity and what type of activities can be done. So there's three age groups. Let's start with the first one, 0 to 2 years. For this age group, naturally they like to explore. For this age group, exploring sensory play and motion is best activity. Uh, like uh, for 1 to 2 years, they tend to crawl or like no. For 0 to 2 years, they like to crawl and then use the hands and motions to explore different texture. So this for this age group, what activity I have is like have children save paints and bowls that are quite big but also soft so that they don't swallow and they don't get hurt. Dip the bowls in the colors and throw them and let them follow it and explore different colors. How different colors are spread all the way on the white paper lying on the floor. So in this there's a movement and there's also visual arts like different type of colors and they crawl towards the ball, they throw the ball. So it also involves it involves arts through colors like having visual presentation of colors and also the texture and movement of the ball like throwing the ball going after it catching it and then throwing it again. So that's the video, that's the activity for 0 to 2 years. It facilitates their physical development and also there's cognitive development as they learn more about colors and their gross motor skills. As for creativity, when they throw like different colors, they will like they might get excited like I want to try this color also. They might not say it, but they will get the ball, dip it in a different color, and then throw it again. And then when that ball moves on already color, it might create a new shade because when two colors are mixed together, a third shade emerges. So, taking this opportunity, they might try to get as many colors as they can and then slowly explore, see, oh, there's so many colors in there that that's possible for this age of children. And then let's move to second age group, 2 to 3 years old. So this one is like little weather engineers. As they suggest, they are doing some kind of engineering work. What kind? They'll be I'll provide them with thermocol sheets, cardboard, scissor, glue, tape, and let them make a simple hut or house shape. So like they're free to make their own house as long as it stands, and then test it against the weather. But how to test is again weather. So there's two type of weather that will be testing. First is rain. Use a bottle spray like the one to spray in the garden. Use it, and then there's another one that's wind. We can use a table fan for that, and then put whatever project they have made like a house here and then test with the water and then fan. If it stands still, that's a good way, and if it doesn't, that's still okay because they tried, and the next time or at the same time they can still make another one. They might try, oh, I use a glue, it's not strong enough, I should use a tape as well, or maybe I should put a cover on it to make a strong, like put a colorful paper to put to stick all these together. It's their choice, they have the materials and then they're free to explore and make a new house. So that's really like they need to know some of the engineering fundamentals, like I need to stick this thing and this thing together to make a house. uh, and then they also see like test against the weather, that's the science. Like if I use a paper and then it rain, it's going to be wet and then it slip down, so no, I'm not using it. And if I use a glue, it's not water resistance. It's going to melt, like it's going to come out. So I need to look for something else to stick these together. That's how they will like question, and how they will explore, and how they think that I can use this thing instead of other. So that's for them to think, and it's their own creativity about what kind of work they might come up with. That's really looking forward. And next age group is 3 to 5 years old. That's gardening. Gardening might appear like a simple activity, but the way I want to do is like a little bit complex, because we are using different curriculum areas. So let's start with the first step, that's to select the seeds. So first step is selecting seeds. How do we select it? Let's give a few seeds to each group. Divide children into group and give them a handful of seed to each group. Give them containers filled with water and let them put the seeds in there and see if it sink or it float. So we can see which one is good one or which one is not. There's a science behind it, like if it float it's not good, if it sink then it's a good one. So they will understand, they will explore it and understand, yeah, so my seeds are sinking, they're good ones, let's use them. Next is going in outdoor yard and digging the soil. So for that, they also need to know, like, oh, it's a dry sand. I can't take it. So let's take some water and wet it. So it's easier to take. Why? Do I need to wet the sand? Because if it's not wet, it's hard to dig up. So that's also a science concept behind this. Then put the seed, put the soil back, and then tap, 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 and then put a little water. So it's a really long process for them, like as children attention span is quite small, so it's a lengthy process for them, from selecting seeds to selecting soil area to wetting the soil, then digging it up, putting the seed in there, putting soil back, and then giving some water. It's really patience, but it's also filled with a lot of science facts, like how to choose seed, how to use the soil, and all that. Uh, so that's all for this. And because for this activity to guide children, I'll also be using posters or visual signs, like giving them a sign of poster having a container filled with jar with sink filled with water with seeds at the bottom to show how to select good seeds, and then showing them small equipments like this is the shovel that we use to dig a sand, this is the water bucket, this is the mug you need to use to put little water, this is the water spray bottle. So I'll be using all the visual signs to guide them throughout the process. That's the activity for 3 to 5 years of child. So that's all. Thank you.